Have you ever wondered if some of your private habits could actually be doing more harm than good after 60? Doctors warn that there are 5 common masturbation mistakes that many older men unknowingly make, mistakes that can quietly affect not just comfort, but long-term health, confidence, and even intimacy. This isn't about shame. This is about knowledge, wisdom, and taking charge of your well-being in your golden years. As we age, the body changes. Skin becomes thinner, blood flow isn't as strong, and healing takes longer. What might have felt harmless or routine at 30 or 40 can actually create problems at 60, 70, or beyond. The good news: with just a few small adjustments, you can avoid discomfort, protect your health, and continue enjoying a private, natural part of life with confidence. In today's video, we'll reveal the 5 most dangerous mistakes seniors should avoid during self-pleasure, along with practical, doctor-approved advice you can start using today. Quick question before we begin. Do you think self-care and intimacy are just as important in your 60s, 70s, and beyond as they were in your youth? Or do you feel it changes completely? Share your thoughts in the comments. I'd love to hear your perspective. And if you're new here, make sure to subscribe and hit the bell icon so you never miss these important health conversations. Your support means the world and helps us keep bringing you helpful, life-changing content. Now, let's dive in with the very first mistake seniors must avoid. Mistake number 1, ignoring dryness and skipping lubrication. One of the biggest mistakes many seniors make is assuming their body works the same way it did decades ago. In your younger years, natural moisture and strong circulation often made self-pleasure comfortable, without much thought. But after 60, the body changes. Skin becomes thinner, nerve endings are more sensitive, and circulation may not be as strong as before. When lubrication is ignored, friction increases dramatically, and that friction can lead to irritation, micro-tears, or even infections over time. Doctors often emphasize that dryness isn't just uncomfortable, it can be harmful. Small abrasions caused by dry friction may heal slower in older adults, creating long-term discomfort or even making intimacy with a partner less enjoyable. Many men brush it off thinking, "I've never needed lube before, why now?" But the truth is, using lubrication isn't a sign of weakness or dependency. It's a smart, protective step that keeps you comfortable and safe. What's even more important is the type of lubrication you use. Some seniors make the mistake of grabbing whatever's available, like petroleum jelly or lotions that contain harsh chemicals, perfumes, or alcohol. These products can irritate delicate skin, throw off the body's balance, and even increase the risk of infection. The right choice is to use a water-based or silicone-based lubricant that's specifically designed for intimacy. These products reduce friction, protect sensitive skin, and make the experience smoother and more enjoyable. Mistake number 2, overdoing frequency without considering recovery. Another common mistake seniors make is assuming that frequency doesn't matter. In younger years, the body could bounce back quickly, often with little to no strain. But after 60, recovery time naturally lengthens. Hormonal shifts reduce blood flow, and slower tissue repair mean the body needs more rest between sessions. Ignoring this can lead to soreness, fatigue, or even long-term strain on sensitive nerves and blood vessels. Doctors often warn that overdoing self-pleasure at this stage can affect stamina in everyday life. For example, some men notice they feel unusually tired or sluggish after multiple sessions in a short span of time. Others experience numbness or decreased sensitivity, which may reduce enjoyment over the long run. What feels like a pushing your limits can quietly take a toll on both physical comfort and mental confidence. It's important to recognize that moderation doesn't mean deprivation. It means balance. Think of it the same way you'd approach exercise. At 25, you might have been able to lift weights every day without issue. But at 65 or 70, recovery matters just as much as the activity itself. In the same way, giving your body time to rest between sessions helps preserve sensitivity, protects circulation, and ensures each experience remains pleasurable rather than painful. Some seniors also fall into the trap of thinking a more often means healthier. In reality, it's not the frequency but the quality and comfort that matter most. Listening to your body, paying attention to signs of irritation or fatigue, and giving yourself permission to rest are essential steps to maintaining long-term well-being. Mistake number 3, using too much force or aggressive techniques. One of the hidden dangers seniors face is relying on the same techniques they used decades ago, only with more force. With age, sensitivity in certain areas can decrease. Some men, noticing they don't feel the same intensity as before, instinctively respond by gripping tighter or moving more aggressively, thinking that's the solution. But in reality, this approach can do more harm than good. The problem is that older skin is thinner, more fragile, and slower to heal. Applying excessive pressure can lead to bruising, small tears, or nerve irritation that lingers long after the moment is over. In some cases, constant rough handling can even cause long-term desensitization, making intimacy with a partner less enjoyable. Doctors also warn that forceful habits, especially when repeated over time, may contribute to circulation problems or reduce overall responsiveness. It's important to understand that intimacy evolves with age. What worked at 30 may not work at 70. Instead of focusing on speed or intensity, this stage of life often calls for gentleness, patience, and exploring different methods of touch. Using slower, more mindful techniques, combined with proper lubrication, can actually heighten pleasure without risking damage. Think of it as quality over quantity, less force, more awareness. Another factor many seniors overlook is posture and hand position. Awkward angles or prolonged gripping can create strain, not only in sensitive areas but also in the wrists, shoulders, or lower back. Adjusting to a more comfortable position, taking breaks, and prioritizing relaxation can make a huge difference in the overall experience. Mistake number 4. Ignoring underlying health conditions. One of the most dangerous mistakes seniors make is treating self-pleasure as if it's separate from overall health. In truth, the body is one connected system, and underlying medical conditions can directly affect safety and comfort. For example, men with diabetes may experience reduced sensation, making it harder to notice small injuries until they become larger problems. Those with high blood pressure or heart disease may strain circulation without realizing it. Even medications for these conditions can cause dryness, numbness, or reduced stamina. Yet many seniors never connect the dots. Doctors caution that ignoring these warning signs can turn a normal activity into a risky one. If you notice persistent pain, swelling, or changes in sensitivity, it's not something to dismiss. It could be a clue about circulation issues, nerve damage, or even early prostate concerns. Too often, older men hesitate to speak with a doctor out of embarrassment, but staying silent can make a small issue grow into something far more serious. It's also worth mentioning that certain medical devices like catheters or implants require special care. Overlooking this can increase the chance of irritation or infection. The solution isn't to give up intimacy, but to adapt with awareness, choosing gentler techniques, using proper lubrication, and most importantly, staying open with your healthcare provider. Mistake number 5, treating intimacy as a secret burden instead of self-care. The final mistake many seniors make isn't physical, it's mental. Too often, older men carry unnecessary shame or guilt about self-pleasure, seeing it as something embarrassing, childish, or even harmful. This mindset leads them to rush the process, hide it, and avoid proper care or conversation about it. But here's the truth. Intimacy, whether with a partner or alone, is a natural, healthy part of life, even after 60, 70, or beyond. When seniors treat it like a secret burden, they often skip important steps like using lubrication, being gentle, or considering health conditions, simply because they feel awkward admitting they still desire intimacy. This creates a cycle of denial and risk. Instead of enjoying the benefits, stress relief, better sleep, improved circulation, and boosted mood, they end up with unnecessary problems, both physical and emotional. Psychologists note that the way you think about intimacy shapes your experience. If you approach it with guilt or secrecy, your body reacts with tension, making it less enjoyable and sometimes even painful. But if you see it as self-care, an act of nurturing your health and well-being, it becomes safer, more relaxing, and far more rewarding. There's also the issue of loneliness. Many seniors live alone, and self-pleasure is not a replacement for human connection, but it can still play an important role in maintaining confidence and a sense of vitality. Treating it as self-care rather than a secret allows you to embrace intimacy as part of your overall wellness routine, not something to hide from. So there you have it, 5 of the most common masturbation mistakes seniors should avoid. From skipping lubrication, to overdoing frequency, to using too much force, ignoring health conditions, and carrying unnecessary shame. Each of these habits can quietly chip away at your comfort, health, and confidence. But the truth is, every single one of them can be fixed with awareness and a few small changes. Remember, intimacy is not something you leave behind in youth. It's a lifelong part of health and self-care. By respecting your body, adapting to its needs, and letting go of outdated guilt, you can enjoy this private side of life safely and confidently, even well into your golden years. Backhand index pointing right now, I want to ask you, which of these 5 mistakes do you think most seniors are guilty of? And which one surprised you the most today? Let's start a real conversation in the comments. And if you found this video valuable, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Because every week, we're bringing you more powerful insights on senior health, intimacy, and living with confidence at any age. Take care of yourself, honor your body, and remember, you're never too old to feel alive.